Yeah, g'day. I'm underneath the underneath my R31 Skyline. The scene you're seeing now is the left-hand side of the power steering rack. Now, this power steering rack has the Japanese PR25P power steering unit in it. And what I found when I took the boot off, because the boot's got a hole in it, it was had about a quarter of a cup of power steering fluid in it. So it was a little bit wet at the smaller end, and that's where I found the hole was. I don't know if this will show it up, but it might do. Let's see if we can get it in front of the light there. Sorry about the shakes, I'm holding my phone to do this. So it's got a split in it, it's a small split. And there you can see the power steering fluid leaking out. So does sorry about the shakes, does the seal need replacing, or does it not? Now, it could possibly been a small amount of dust had gotten in there, and it was just a small leak, just that the power steering doesn't use any fluid. So, as I said, I'm on the left-hand side of the car. Here's the left front brake, lower control arm. That's the sway bar. That's one of the extractor tubes, or the header tubes. These are about 20 years old. Not in bad condition, actually. They're not very rusted at all. Car does not get driven in the rain, so I'm going to take those off and get them powder coated to try and make them last a bit longer. So what do? Now, power steering repair, I've got to actually take the whole rack off, and it's I've got to jack the engine up to get the bolts undone and the steering coupley undone on the other side, and the tubing. And they are really a bugger. I've had this out before, and they are really a bugger to do. So, yeah. Where do we go from here? I've washed it all down with brake cleaner. It's beautiful and clean. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a replacement boot on there and see how it goes. So I'm going to drive it around for a month or so, and then check it to see if there's any fluid in it, because I want to actually confirm that that is leaking. This is about a $500 job to re-kit this fella. Parts are getting really hard to find for these cars. Very, very expensive to get them. To put the other steering rack, the TRW steering rack, which is the Australian rack, I have to get the power steering tubes and everything to do that. I don't think I have to replace the steering column, or I hope not. But if need be, I could probably chase up one of those. But in the meantime, I'm just going to bear with this. You can see the red bushing there. That's a nylethane bushing for the steering. The rack was done about 7 or 8 years ago. So why this has happened now, I don't know. I'd actually thought the boot would actually get pretty hot from the headers here, but evidently that's not the case. The shielding is missing. There's supposed to be a shield up here. I don't know what's happened to that. Even the bolt is still there. You can see the bolt there, that little tiny bolt just there, middle of the screen. That's still there, and it's loose. So I wonder where that shield's gone. Might go and have a bit of a dig out and see if I can try and find the shield, because there's a shield that goes over the boot, because the boot goes along here and clamps just there, and this goes off to the tie rod end, which goes to the steering here. So there's a tie rod end that goes there. So let's just put that up. Here's the tie rod end. Here's the tie rod end. Goes from there to there. Okay. I'm going to replace the tie rod end as well. It's looking a bit sad, a bit old. So I think it's the original. Might be the original one. It's still tight, but the boot's pretty munted on it. So there's a little job I've got to attend to. Yeah, I'm going to do what was suggested. Put the new boot on and see what happens. I don't want to do a $600 power steering rebuild on this if I can get away with it. Yeah, it's costing a freaking fortune to look after this car, so alright, we'll see what happens. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I don't know who's interested in this sort of stuff, but this is a pretty raw video. I don't actually edit my videos, I just make it pretty raw. All the videos are done with a Samsung Galaxy S9, so hopefully they're not too bad. I do actually watch the videos before I post them, so they seem to be okay. Just sometimes they're a bit shaky. I do apologise that. I'm actually holding the phone, not in a cradle or anything to steady it, so yeah, I do apologise for that. Have a good day, everyone. It's overcast and about 21 degrees here in Perth, Western Australia. Not the greatest weather to be working on outside. It's starting to cool down, so cheers for now.